In the last video, we wrote a program using for loops that would flash an LED in an SOS signal. Now, on this video, we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to use functions. And you should have reviewed the section in the class booklet dealing with functions. And this is going to be a function that does not return anything. Okay, so the circuit is just the same, just an LED with a resistor, and that is connected to port 3 on the Arduino. So if we look at the code, the first thing is we have to configure port 3 as being an output port, which we do in the setup. Okay, now, in the last video, you might recall that we had 3 separate for loops. One for loop to make the LED flash with an S, 3 short flashes, then O, which is 3 longer flashes, and then S again with 3 short flashes. So that required 3 sections of code. Each one was a for loop. Now with a function, we can make the program a lot more compact. The only difference between those 3 for loops was the delay. All right, so I'm going to write a function that I'm going to call flash, and it's going to take as a parameter passed to it the value for the delay. Okay, so let's go to the main program first. So we're in the loop, and I'm going to call my function flash. So I'm going to call on it, flash, and I am going to pass to it the amount of delay that I want, which is going to be 500, which is going to be 500 milliseconds for the half-second delay. Okay, then I'm going to call it again, flash. This time I'm going to pass it a full second, 1000 milliseconds. And then I'll call it a third time and pass it to 500 again. Okay, after this is all over, I just want to put in a 1 second delay. Okay, so that's, you can see the main part of the program there is much simplified from what it was before. All right, now the only thing that remains to be done is to actually write the function flash. So first of all, this function, as I said, is not returning anything. It's doing something. And so therefore, I'm going to start out with this word void, which means that the function is not returning anything. Okay, the name of the function is flash. Okay, now, I am passing to the function these numbers, 500 this time, 1000 this time, 500 this time. So I need to have a, what's called a parameter to be able to receive that value. Okay, I've got to specify the type, which is going to be an integer. So it's going to be int. All right, now I don't want to call it delay. I'll call it T delay, time delay. Okay, now I need an opening brace. Okay, now I get to my for loop. So I'm going to say for int n. Good time to review the for loop. You have to initialize that loop control variable to 0, then the Boolean expression, n is less than 3, and then n plus plus. Okay, I need a brace there. Okay, then I have a digital write 3 comma high. Okay, now I'm going to put delay, but I'm not going to put a specific number. I'm going to put in this parameter tday, and whatever value is stored or whatever value is passed to the function will be passed to this delay function. And then digital write 3 comma low, and then delay. Once again, oops. Okay, so that's it for the for loop, and that'll execute 3 times. And then I just want to put in another 1,000 second, or 1,000 millisecond delay there, so that we'll have a little delay after it flashes 3 times. Okay, and that will terminate the function. Okay, so that should be it. Let's try it out. 3 quick flashes. 3 longer flashes for the O. 3 quick flashes again. And then it starts all over again. Okay, let's just run through the code here again quickly. We're calling on this function right here. Name of the function is flash. And what is in parentheses here is the value that we are passing to it. Down here, this is the definition of the function. We start out with void. It's void because the function is not returning anything. And then this tday is the place where it's going to receive these values that are passed to the function. The 500 the first time, the 1,000 the second time, the 500 the third time. Then we have the for loop here, and when we have the delay, we put in this parameter tday. So what the value of tday is going to depend upon what value was passed to it on the particular execution of flash up here.